Have you ever had a dream as a kid that was just so weird that it just stuck with you? Hello, guys, and welcome to the Chaos Closet, the closet full of unorganized topics to talk about. And today, I will be talking to you about one of my strangest dreams. In my case, I had a dream so strange that I can still remember it vividly to this day. Now, let me retell you this absurd dream. So, a little backstory here. I was around 7 at the time I had this dream. It was a Tuesday night at about 7 p.m., and little me was just getting ready for bed. I brushed my teeth, got into my jammies, and then climbed on top of my bunk bed to go to sleep. All normal, right? So then I attempt to fall asleep. It takes me a little longer than others to fall asleep, so I was rustling in bed for a little while. Then I eventually fell asleep and got transported into the dream world. The dream starts off where I'm in a fairly small wooden cabin, right at the entrance of it, which is at the center of the wall. The cabin was the shape of a rectangle, and I was facing the wall opposite of the entrance, which happened to be the longer of the walls. So I looked around. The cabin looks pretty empty at first, but then I look over to my right and see a huge tree in the closest left corner to me. It had a face on it. I walk up to it out of curiosity and just stare up at it for a few moments, confused, until it says, "Go pet the Furby!" Ominously sounding like a wise wizard for some reason. Then I look over to the wall opposite of the door again, and suddenly a rectangle wooden table appears against the wall that was not there before. It also had a black Furby with pink hearts on it that looked suspiciously like my childhood Furby. So, I walked up to it slowly, a little bit scared, but it was alright. Right? I stared at it for a few moments. It stared back at me, threatening eye contact. I take a moment to just stare at this Furby for a little longer in slight fear. Then I hesitantly raise my hand up towards it to do what the tree in the corner said. And as I'm raising my hand up to pet the Furby, its eyes become slits. And then its eyes turn pitch black. And its beak suddenly grew teeth. And it was looking at me menacingly, direct eye contact. Then, after a few seconds of that uncomfortable eye contact, it lunged forward at me and ate me whole! I then woke up from that horrid dream, absolutely terrified and slightly traumatized by what my mind created. Lesson learned. Never trust your imagination in Furbies. You never know when your brain will randomly decide to make Furbies into rabid creatures that probably have rabies.